In this video, we're going to discuss what are you missing? What's keeping you from getting a girlfriend? What are those guys doing who are getting and dating hot women that you're not doing? So, why did I start becoming a dating coach in the first place over 10 years ago? It's because of a frustration I had when I was in your shoes. I was looking around and everybody was getting girls and I couldn't, and I was wondering, what am I missing? How come these guys can get over their fear and go talk to women? How can these guys be so entertaining and talk in a way that women respond with laughter and punching him on the shoulder and all this stuff and liking the guy, and I can't? And this was very frustrating. So, today I was thinking about how can I serve you? And I thought back to when I was in your shoes. And when I was in your shoes, I was thinking, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Why is it that despite my efforts, I'm not being able to get this thing handled? So today, what we're going to do is go through a list of things that I think you're missing, which are causing you to stay stuck. Okay, excuse all the itching. I feel like I have hairs everywhere. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so one thing that I strongly believe, and I've been saying this since day one, since 2011, if you've been stuck for 1 year or more not getting women, one thing you're missing is a mentor. Here's what you need to understand, okay? Now, first of all, let's talk about men's relationship with hiring a coach or a mentor. A lot of men associate hiring a coach as a form of weakness or a form of something shameful, like, oh, I'm hiring a dating coach. I would never do that, right? Or I would never want anyone to know that I hired a coach to help me with my social skills, right? So let's just acknowledge it out in the open. Either you think it's shameful or you think it's a sign of weakness as a man to reach out and ask for help. You got to know that the top performers in all areas have mentors and coaches. Any athlete, any of your heroes, athletes or actors that you admire, all of those guys had coaches and mentors, and probably even a team of coaches and mentors. And without those coaches and mentors, they never would have gotten to the top of their field. Well, it's no different with the area of seduction. Now, are some men naturally born with this skill and they don't need any mentorship or help? Yeah, but you're not one of them. So stop worrying about what other men are doing and worry about what you need, okay? So I've been in this industry. I've been eating, sleeping, drinking, living this stuff for over 15 plus years, okay? Before I was a coach, I was still full-time obsessed with this topic. And I will tell you, the biggest beneficial thing for you, if you've been stuck, is to hire a mentor. The main role a mentor plays is that he course corrects you. Right now you're doing a little thing wrong here, 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 and that's causing you to miss out and mess up with this girl, and then mess up with this girl, and get paralyzed by fear and not go talk to this girl, and get paralyzed by fear and maybe have too much anxiety and mess it up with this girl, or not even go talk to this girl. So it's not the massive mistakes that in the game that you're making that are preventing you from getting your dream woman, or whatever you want to call her, a woman that you're attracted to. It's those small errors, those small little errors you're doing, which cause you to either not even walk up to a woman because you lack confidence or you're overcome by anxiety and fear, or when you talk to them, you're making these little mistakes that cause you to lose a woman. I have a saying. I say there's a thin line between getting a girl and losing a girl. Okay? There's a thin line between getting a girl and losing a girl. So when if you're serious about this area of your life and you want to get a long-term girlfriend that you can build a wonderful relationship with, a lifestyle with, maybe eventually make your wife, well, you have to put some weight of importance on that. The same way a pro athlete puts a weight of importance on their season, on their career, and says, okay, I got to hire a coach to make sure I'm performing at my highest level so I win the championship. Well, similarly for you, there's this huge area of your life called relationships that's not working. And it's negatively affecting every other area of your life. I know you're hiding it from your friends and your family and your colleagues at work, pretending like, yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, I just haven't found anyone. Yeah, and you kind of laugh it off. But I know you, and I know the suffering you're going through, and I know how not having this woman thing handled is literally sucking the life and the fun out of every other area of your life and negatively impacting every other area of your life. How do I know your secret? Because I was the same way. When I was stuck, I was incapable of feeling joy or enjoying anything, because if I was hanging out with my friends, or if I was, riding my motorcycle, or if I was skateboarding, or if I was whatever I was doing, I always felt like, yeah, but there's no one to share this with, or yeah, but I really just want this woman thing handled. So you need to understand, this thing will haunt you until you turn around and face it and deal with it. And here's another mindset, okay? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If you up to this point haven't been able to succeed with women on your own, then if you continue using this same strategy of going at it on your own but trying harder, that's the definition of insanity, trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Trying harder isn't going to work. You see a lot of guys out there trying less hard than you, getting more women. So it's not putting in more effort into this game, not approaching more women. It's about doing things the right way. And that's what a mentor does. A mentor takes your blind spots and says, hey, you usually always go this way. Instead, go this way. Hey, over here, you go like this. Instead, go like this. Hey, you're paralyzed by fear and anxiety, and by the time you talk to the girl, you're shaking or you can't talk to her at all. Okay, here, do this and do that. Okay? So, mentorship is invaluable. Again, if you associate mentorship with weakness, think of Jad. If you're my follower and you admire me, you look up to me, or at least, we're peers, you're like, okay, I respect Jad. Well, I have hired many mentors in my life in all areas, in business, spirituality, emotional, relationship, fitness, okay? I always hire mentors because I value my time over money. Okay, I don't want to reinvent the wheel and figure out something that someone else has already figured out. So I go and I say, okay, I have this problem. I'm hitting up against this wall. Okay, who's a good mentor? That one. Okay, hire that mentor. They help me. Boom, I go forward. So I'm successful with women because I hired mentors. Okay, so if you associate weakness with hiring mentors, think of someone you respect. If you respect me, know that I've hired a lot of mentors. Does that make me weak? Should I be ashamed of myself? Of course not. It's silly when we say it like that. So I'm giving you permission today, as a man, to reach out for help. Okay? You've been programmed by society to be shamed into feeling ashamed that you're not good at this woman thing, and be ashamed to reach out for help. Don't be ashamed, bro. There is nothing to be ashamed of. You want to know why you're struggling with women? I'll tell you right now. It's not that something's wrong with you, it's that you didn't have the right guidance. Being a man is not self-explanatory, okay? We are raised in a society that doesn't raise boys into men. Rather, what the society does is it neglects the boy, and then he turns a man age of whatever, 14, 15, 18, whatever you want to put on the man age, right? And they say, okay, you're a man now, go out in the world. But really what we have is a world of boys who weren't taught how to be men. And then when you're faced with the man world, you're not able to deal with the man world. A man is someone that is raised, okay? In the tribes, A boy went through a rites of passage. He reached a certain age and he was taken through a ritual to take him from boy to man, where he had to face some fears, do some brave things, go through some pain, and then he was officially graduated from boy to man. During his years of growing up, he was surrounded by his father, his uncle, his elder brother, the other town's people, the other town males, and all the males imparted wisdom on this boy as he grew up, taught him things, man things, right? They sat around fires. So those boys were raised so that by the time they were 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, they were men because the men around them mentored them, mentored them, mentored them. When you were raised, maybe you were raised by your mom. Nobody mentored you. Maybe your mom and dad were there, but they were busy just trying to survive paying the bills. So nobody mentored you. You grew up on digital devices. So don't feel bad if you've been struggling in this area. It's not your fault. You were not mentored by your parents. And so you need to take back the power and save your own life. You don't have to live in loneliness, bro. You don't have to live in this silent pain. You don't have to live in this silent shame that you feel that, oh shit, well, I'm really bad at girls, but I can't tell anyone because I'm so ashamed of it. A man that's not good with girls is weak. Okay, no, and I can't hire a mentor. What kind of weak man would I be if I hired a mentor to help me with girl, right? And dude, you only live once. You're only young once. Now is the time. Nobody can buy a minute extra of time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Stop being ashamed of this. Get a mentor. Get this part of your life handled. I promise you, in all my years of studying and observing the men who stay stuck versus the men who get breakthroughs, I'm giving you the key. The guys that get breakthroughs fast, we're talking 3 months, sometimes even 2 months, 2 months, a lot of them 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 9 months. The guys that have been stuck for 10 years, 5 years, 7 years get unstuck in 3 to 6 to 9 months once they get mentorship. So it's not that something's wrong with you, it's that you're lacking course correction and guidance. I know you know a lot about the game. I know you do. But you got some blind spots and you're making some little mistakes and you need that course adjustment. If you would like me to mentor you, you can go to calljad.com, book a call and we can talk about it. If you want someone else, go to someone else who resonates with you more, but do not sit in silent suffering any longer. Get a mentor, and I promise you, if you get a mentor and you give it your all, you're going to get this thing handled faster than you ever thought possible. You're not alone. It's not shameful to ask for help. Men and women, humans, need to reach out for help sometimes. Think about that. Thanks for watching. Peace.